Welcome to Utah's Fly Corner. I'm Johnny Utah. Today I'm going to show you how to tie Roger Hill's stillborn midge. It's a variant of the Griffith's gnat. It's a very deadly midge fly. As you know, the Griffith's gnat's deadly, but I think this one, this little twist on it, Roger Hill came up with, it's got it beat. The hook I like to use with them, I'm going to show you my variant of it, but it's the hook I like to use is a Dachi 1130. It's a light wire hook. I like to use scud hooks or emerger hooks with these. That way you get a bigger gap and helps out hooking them fish because of the Palmer hackle. Thread I like to use is red uni 8/0. For this particular one, it's actually kind of sort of a hatch matcher in a way. I'm going to start that my thread and just run it back, touch and turns, just a little bit past the point. Don't want to go too far. Roger Hill's stillborn midge has a shark on it. And that's what makes it different from the Griffith's gnat of muskrat fur. I just want a little bit of the under fur. Just a touch. Don't want to get too crazy. It's about right. Now the measure I took there was for the length of the hook. I'm just going to make sure this is tied in. Make sure that's tied in. Now with the rib, I use ultra wire extra small silver. Just catch that in, tie that in on the way back. Now I'm going to tie in my hackle, which is a grizzly saddle hackle. I like to strip back some of the fibers and then just cut them flush against the stem. Now I'm tying this on with the underside of the feather facing me, the good side facing you guys. And then I'm going to tie in my peacock curl. Grab my eye here. I'm just going to use 2 pieces from right below the eye. I don't want to get too crazy with the peacock body. Now, what I like to do is I cut them, and then I pull. If they still want to break, then I know. But at that time it didn't break, so we're good to tie. Catch those on. Now one turn right in front of the other. Tie everybody in. Stop short of the eye, and then throw a little half hitch in there. Stop the thread from hopping off on you while you're wrapping. Now I'm going to counter wrap the peacock curl. Don't worry about it, the strands separate. Your other one will, the one coming up behind will fill the void. Catch them in. One turn over the peacock curl, one turn on the shank. Do that 2 times and she's locked in. Trim them off. Now bring your hackle up, same way that you brought your thread. Now we're palmering, and you want to, at the front, make sure you get a full 1 complete turn in at the front. It's going to help for skittering the fly. 'Cause sometimes a little twitch on the fly does the trick. Get in there nice and close. Snip that hackle out of the way. Bring my thread back a little bit. Hackle apart. Then bring the rib up. Bring it up tight and wrap it through as quick as you can. That'll help to avoid from trapping hackles. I put a bend in it, bring it down towards the eye, and then just grab everybody and form yourself a head. Don't worry about anybody else right about now. Back a little too far. Just bend and break this off. And keeping everybody tight. Let everybody out of your way so you can whip finish. Nice small little red head on it. My hackle's a little messed up right now, but I can get that back in order. And of course I got muskrat fur all over the place. I'll tell you, when you work with muskrat, the stuff it gets all over. It gets on your hands, it gets everywhere. It's messy stuff, but it's certainly a fish catcher. Like I was saying with this fly, with the red head, the river I fish, the Musconnect on River, has a lot of midges in it, and quite a few of them have red heads on them, or at least big red eyes on them. So that little bit of red there seems to do the trick. You can take scissors and trim it off the bottom if the fish are being really picky, but that's extremely rare that I have to do that with this fly. But that trailing shuck, whatever it is about it, I don't know, it drives the fish nuts. They definitely hammer this fly. So twist them up, and they'll serve you good. And you can see if you tie them on a wider gap hook, you got that nice clearance there, as opposed to the hackle fibers being out. And you'll still get a great float, because you still do have a good amount of hackle on it. I'm Johnny Utah. Check me out at my site, www.utahsflycorner, and thanks for watching.